这个教会的传统每一年到这一天，教会都要有洗礼，就是最大的以前一年最大的一个洗礼就是这样子来。那感谢神预备我。我想在我们开始以前，我想跟大家看一遍 bulletin， 大家知道我们在做什么。So before we start, we will go over this bulletin to just to kind of know where we are, what we're going to do, and how is everything going to happen. 我们从外面开始 we will start at outside of church. There's fire right there. We will have our prayer. 在外面一起我们有个祷告。然后呢，我们祷告以后，我们怎么进来呢？我们大家跟着一个蜡烛，就是跟着这个蜡烛。This is called a Paschal candle, 就是 Christ candle， 就是这个耶稣基督的蜡烛，象征着这个生命复活的生命。所以我们进来之后呢，大家跟着这个蜡烛进来。So we will walk in, follow the Paschal candle, and we will everyone have a little candle, but we will do not light up at that time. 对，那个你要预备好那个小 candle， 当我们洗礼的时候，we will light them up before the baptism. 然后我们大家走进来的时候，你会听到一个音乐，那个音乐就是声音，就是 Water Our Lives， 很简单的音乐。我们会play over and over. So the Water Our Lives is the theme of the night. So we will play over and over. And I hope to the end of this service you will memorize that. I only have two lines right there. The water of our lives is the ever-flowing stream of your grace, burying our lives, praising God, the living fruit of your love. So we do not even need to try that, because you will hear this over and over. And 我们大家打开我们的 bulletin， 那么现在打开我们 bulletin 第4页。你看第4页上面写的什么？page 4，page 4就是我们就会有读一些经文，这个经文都是讲的是 creating life. All the scripture readings is about the life creation. How God created the whole world, and now 在圣经里中 in the baptism, God continues creating life. And He is continue creating. 所以呢，我们讲，这是我们要唱这个歌。我们这些 reading 都是这个内容，然后呢，每读一段经文，后面就有唱一首歌。这歌词都在你的这个 bulletin 第4页上。我们怎么唱呢？有钢琴开始带我们，然后有一个 soloist。Angela will lead us for that part. So Angela will sing that first verse all through. And then we repeat the first verse. So after Angela sings, we will sing. Yes?
Is the reading in English or Chinese?
For the reading of Genesis, there's 2 readings for Genesis. Two Genesis we will read in English. Yeah, the Chinese we're going to read the Ephesians and Matthew. Yeah. And so we will try to cover both languages on that way too. And Matthew, the chapter 28, is the word commission of life. Jesus telling us He's risen and He will give life to us. And after those readings, after 4 readings, 读了4个经文以后，我们就都听到那个声音，那个歌就是 Water Our Lives。你看这第五页，在那个时候我会邀请大家都到前面来。那先是 baptist 这个受洗的弟兄姐妹还有孩子到前面来，然后呢，我邀请大家也都到前面来。大家都到了前面来之后，我们要点亮那个蜡烛。点亮蜡烛是什么时候呢？是在洗礼之前我们点亮蜡烛。点亮蜡烛以后，我们洗礼完了以后，大家都站在这里，然后我们有膏抹anointing with the oil， 就是这个 part of the service。 然后完了我们就站在这里，我们有圣餐。圣餐完了以后呢，我们大家一起祷告，然后我们就是sending dismiss for tonight。感谢神，求神带领我们一天。我想大家知道我们在做什么，那时候呢，我们心里都会有疑问。好，那么我们现在开始，我们就到外面集合。So we will start outside of church.
This girl on fire.
Seriously? I was just walking and I didn't tell him, but he appreciated it. I know he's happy that Angela's here. Oh, it's a lot of reading. Come on. This girl on fire. Well, Dad was mad that I left all the candles here, and then I don't think they light up. I don't think they light up. I don't think that.
The first reading is from Genesis chapter 1, verses 1 to 25. In the beginning, when God created the heavens and the earth was a formless void, and darkness covered the face of the deep, while a wind from God swept over the face of the waters. Then God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. And God saw that the light was good, and God separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And there was evening, and there was morning, the first day. And God said, "Let there be a dome in the midst of the waters, and let it separate the waters from the waters." So God made the dome, and separated the waters that were under the dome from the waters that were above the dome. And it was so. God called the dome sky, and there was evening, and there was morning, the second day. And God said, "Let the waters under the sky be gathered together into one place, and let the dry land appear." And it was so. God called the dry land earth, and the waters that were gathered together he called seas. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let the earth put forth vegetation, plants yielding seed, and fruits, trees of every kind on earth that bear fruit with the seed in it." And it was so. The earth brought forth vegetation, plants yielding seed of every kind, and trees of every kind bearing fruit with the seed in it. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the third day. And God said, "Let there be lights in the dome of the sky to separate the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years, and let them be lights in the dome of the sky to give light upon the earth." And it was so. God made the two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night, and the stars. God set them in the dome of the sky to give light upon the earth, to rule over the day and over the night, to separate the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the fourth day. And God said, "Let the waters bring forth swarms of living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth across the dome of the sky." So God created the great sea monsters and every living creature that moves, of every kind with which the waters swarm, and every winged bird of every kind. And God saw that it was good. God blessed them, saying, "Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters in the seas, and let birds multiply on the earth." And there was evening, and there was morning, the fifth day. And God said, "Let the earth bring forth living creatures of every kind, cattle and creeping things, and wild animals of the earth of every kind." And it was so. God made the wild animals of the earth of every kind, and the cattle of every kind, and everything that creeps upon the ground of every kind. And God saw that it was good. This is the word of God.
Thanks be to God.
The second reading, Genesis chapters 1, verse 26, chapter 2, verse 3. Then God said, "Let us make humankind in our image, according to our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the wild animals of the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps upon the earth." So God created humankind in his image. In the image of God he created them, male and female. He created them. God blessed them, and God said to them, "Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the earth and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the air, and over every living thing that moves upon the earth." God said, "See, I have given you every plant yielding seeds that is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree with seed in its fruit. You shall have them for food, and to every beast of the earth, and to every bird of the air, and to